I'm Emma, I'm with Hoselton, and today we are at Cheesy Eddie's. You want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Colleen Baker.
John Baker.
All right, and you guys are the owners of Cheesy Eddie's, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, and I know a little bit about this story. You guys haven't always been the owners of Cheesy Eddie's, so tell me a little bit about how you came to acquire the business.
Yeah, so there was a Cheesy Eddie. Started in 1976 in the side street over in the Marquette area. And then this is bought from him in the early 80s.
Okay.
And I found this place in 1989 and fell in love with it. I started talking to his sister, Marjorie, in 1991 about whether or not she wanted to do something else for a living. And so it took 12 years, with 3 different negotiations before she finally said, I'm ready to do something different.
12 years of being a loyal customer.
Loyal customer, very loyal customer.
So, did you ever work here before owning it, or were you just a customer?
Did not. I probably should have, but I did not.
We spent some time here, let's put it that way.
So coming into this, did you have any background in baking?
No, owning a bakery, we had none. It's kind of embarrassing. Even running a business, not really. But the fundamental building blocks when you own a business are, do you care for people?
Right.
Meaning whatever your customer is and staff. And we were definitely passionate about the quality of the product. So those 2 things have carried us a long way. We've learned a ton too, but
yeah, I'm
they've carried us a long way.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about making your carrot cake.
So you saw just a minute ago that I'm getting to put the carrot into the actual bowl for mixing.
Okay.
So once they're finished with that, they'll come back over to these ovens and they'll prep the pans by spraying them with pan spray so the cake, when it's done, will release from the pan. So, and then we can wrap it up and put it across it. And so we're going to be doing 115 pounds of carrot cake. For the second time today. This is all what we call a wholesale side. 10-inch round carrot cakes that we do for a lot of restaurants and big parties, things like that. And the slices for it.
Wow. So you might not know off the top of your head, but how much of flour, sugar, eggs, do you guys go through in a week's time?
So eggs we typically get at both locations between 4 and 5 cases. And each case has 30 dozen eggs in it.
Wow.
So it's a lot of eggs.
That's a lot.
All tracked by hand. So a lot of hand work involved.
Our egg bill is definitely a mortgage payment.
Carrots, they're doing about roughly 10 bags of carrots a week. So that's 360 pounds of carrots. And they do that most of the year. And cheesecake's done in the other location primarily.
So do you guys focus now with both storefronts more on the retail side, or are you trying to do more weddings, big corporate events, or is it still that big mix of both?
So wholesale has grown tremendously, but retail, because of the location, having 2 locations, has also grown more as well in the last few years. So they both have grown. I think wholesale is growing faster right now.
Right.
And weddings right now, because of the kind of pent-up demand, weddings now are also growing very fast.
Epic wedding season for us. In 18 years, we've never done this many.
You guys have this storefront, and so tell me about the new and exciting news. You have a new storefront as well, or how new is that?
We started building that one out in 2018, and it opened in June officially. We did the grand opening in June of 2019.
Okay.
And there we really intended to have additional kitchen space, and then it made sense to have a retail location there too. So 2019, we did one Christmas there, boom, a pandemic.
Right.
So that was fun.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I know things have changed a little bit for you since the pandemic hit. I know you've shifted your hours, you mentioned. But it sounds like business is still booming. People are still coming and wanting desserts.
Yeah, we have an incredible loyal following. And so the first thing, when we had to close our doors, my siblings and my son made us a website where you can get online and order and you could pick up at the new location. And so that kept us going. We actually were able to do Easter.
Oh, wow.
Right
That's
after
amazing.
the pandemic started. So, and then people just are kind. A lot of corporations tried to use us to, encourage their staff. And we delivered product all over the place for a little bit, trying to help people.
So now we're in your new location. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Stephen Baker, the son.
Perfect. So that family business. So we know how that goes. We're family owned and run too. So we love to see that. Tell me a little bit about that, when it opened, why you expanded.
So officially opened June of 2019. A lot of people didn't know we were here for a long time. People are still finding us it's kind of off the beaten path, even though it's an incredibly great spot next to farmers and the regional market. But we knew we needed more space for production, and we were actually kind of hoping we could cannibalize some business from downtown
Right.
because the holidays were getting almost impossible to do without turning off orders. We didn't want to do that.
Right.
So we thought a second location would help bring some retail here and allow us to grow, here, but also continue to hopefully maintain and grow a little bit there. So allowed us to do wholesale, which has grown up in the last couple of years, especially the last year. It's been great for our business. And so June 4th was our grand opening, 2019, and
That's
it's been an
awesome.
awesome location. And it's going to become our business and our store.
Well, and it's nice to hear too, because I know there's been some talk and concerns about the other location, and it's nice to hear you guys are keeping both open. Both are going to stay running,
Very much
and
so.
there's no changes with that in the future.
Yeah, we're continuing to invest in the South Ave location as well. It's a great location and want to keep the mothership going.
That's awesome. Great. Well, we love to be able to see both locations. We're happy to have you guys be a part of our Small Business September this year.
Yeah, too.
We really appreciate the partnership.
Sure, thank you. Yeah, very good for us.